Leadership shakeup at the California High-Speed Rail Board of Directors. Now, the board voted unanimously today for a new board chairman, Steve Kawa. We've been working to figure out what happened to the board's previous leader, Tom Richards.
Yeah, he had been on the board since 2010 and was board chairman since 2020. Our KCRA 3 political director, Ashley Zavala, was there for the vote. And you tried to speak with the board's new leader. Are they talking to you? What did he have to say?
Well, I mean, so for the second time in about a month, board leaders, project leaders, I should say, are dodging interviews with us. Governor Gavin Newsom abruptly appointed Steve Kawa to the board last month to replace Fresno developer Tom Richards as its leader. Kawa's career has been mainly in politics in San Francisco. He has worked in the San Francisco mayor's office under a few different leaders, including Gavin Newsom. He has worked with Newsom for decades. The board unanimously voted for him as the leader of the High-Speed Rail Authority's board of directors, and Kawa there vowed to move this embattled bullet train project forward. In the meeting today, the board specifically approved a $3.5 billion contract for track and systems to try to start laying down track this year. The board also approved a controversial business plan that will be in effect for the next 2 years. It includes proposals that would allow the state to take over land and tax money from local governments. It also proposes to allow the construction of data centers and battery storage facilities to help pay for the project. While again, these are just proposals, during the meeting, Kawa said it's important to be transparent about all of this.
I actually love this theme about communication. I've talked to a lot of you, and I've said in my 35 years in public service, a lot of issues and problems are a result of two things: miscommunication and a lack of communication. So I know the authority and Ian and the whole staff, as well as this board of directors, wants to make sure that we double down and triple down on communicating to our partners throughout the state of California.
Okay, so then we followed up on that. We asked High-Speed Rail Authority staff before the meeting started for an interview with Kawa. I also waited for Kawa after the meeting to talk. Here's what happened. Mr. Chair, do you have time to speak with us on camera? In that clip, Kawa is seen walking away with the High-Speed Rail Authority's chief spokesman, Peter Whippy. As we reported last month, Whippy, on behalf of California's High-Speed Rail CEO, Ian Chowdhury, Whippy tried to limit the questions we could ask the CEO in an interview. We would not agree, so that interview didn't happen last month. Meanwhile, we have reached out to Tom Richards repeatedly. He is the ex-chairman of the board. We've asked him for comment. We are still waiting to hear back from
Transparency.
The governor's talked a lot about transparency, so what's he saying about
Yeah, well, I reached out to his office about the situation, laying out what happened with the new board chairman. What does the governor make of this new leadership so far, the handling of transparency so far? The governor's office at this point isn't commenting, and I essentially just the feedback that I have received just basically is that, you know, this was Kawa's first day. Peter Whippy did send me a statement saying that he was focused on getting this board activity done, and so hopefully we can hear from at least Mr. Kawa soon.
All right. Thank you very much.